How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 8 of The Bad Batch. So this episode is titled Bad Territory. But yeah, last episode, or should I say the last two episodes, were really solid, in my opinion. We got to see the return of Teth, which of course was from the Clone Wars movie, where, Ahsoka and Anakin were fighting up the mountain to get to Jabba's son. Right? Which, speaking of Jabba's son, where the fuck is he? I have a feeling Jabba ate him. Right? He must have. Like, we've not seen him since that movie. But yeah, so it was cool. It was cool getting that planet back. Obviously, we got to see Vex and Echo, and everyone was back together. Crosshair. It was really cool that we just got everyone back together, except, of course, the obvious Tech. We had the return of the Shadow Troopers, and there was one motherfucker that was so determined to get Omega and finish his mission, and there's been a lot of theories about who he could be, because he was so unstoppable. Like, I thought he died at the end of last episode, and then, he survived the waterfall. He almost killed Crosshair, left me on the edge of my seat, because Crosshair's aim's not that good, and a lot of people have been speculating that maybe the Shadow Troopers, specifically the one that fought Crosshair, is Crosshair. Like, they made another clone of Crosshair, right? And that's why, like, Crosshair isn't as good as he used to be, but the Shadow Trooper's really good at aiming and hitting his targets and stuff. I don't really like that theory, because personally I think it would be better if it was Cody. Cody has history with Crosshair. Obviously, we saw him, fun fact, with the little blade in that episode from last season with Crosshair. Right? I think, was it called the Kyber Blade or something? If anyone could fight really well, I wouldn't put it past Cody. And I just personally think if it was Cody, it would make sense, because we haven't seen him since that episode from last season where he just, like Vampire said, he disappeared or whatever, right? Like, where did he go? That's the one mystery that hasn't been answered. And considering Cody was such a big presence in the Clone Wars, I'd like to see his story, like, conclude. And obviously there's some theories out there saying it could be Tech. I disagree with that. I think if it was Tech, it would ruin the sacrifice last season. I saw a lot of theories that the way the Shadow Trooper, like, walked made people think, like, oh, maybe he lost his legs in a fall and he survived the fall off a waterfall, so that means it's Tech. Like, no. No. I just don't think it should be Tech, because story-wise it'd just be kind of terrible. I know, like, the big Star Wars thing is that no one's ever really gone, right? But the one that makes sense to me is Cody. And we also got the big return of Wolf, which for some reason it didn't click immediately in episode 6, but episode 7 I finally clicked it after he said his name. I just didn't recognise the armour, and I don't know why. And I think it's mainly because I haven't watched, like, an episode with Wolf in it in a long time, and, like, the armour just didn't click until I saw it. Like, I mentioned Wolf because they talked about Gregor in episode 6, but I never put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited to get into this episode. Don't really know what to expect, other than, I guess, last episode kind of ended with Vex talking to Hunter about, you need to find out why they want Omega and why they want her M count and stuff. So maybe we'll get that this episode, maybe like a reason as to why they want it. I mean, we kind of know because of, Project Necromancer, but we still need to find out what that is. So there's so much that still needs to happen. We've only got, like, 6, 7 episodes left after this one? I mean, that basically sums it up. So let's stop dawdling around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Bad territory. The Bad Batch are in a bad territory.
Staring at your comm won't make Echo contact you any faster.
I have to do something to help them.
You are, by staying away.
We need to know more about why Hemlock's after you.
Yep.
Until then, you have to lay low. Incoming transmission from Fee.
From who?
She's a liberator of ancient wonders.
Oh.
She's a pirate.
Certain Class 1 bounty hunters have been retrieving M-count targets for the Empire.
Bounty hunters.
We have run into a few.
Huh?
What about Fennec?
Who?
It wasn't... Oh yeah, Crosshair wasn't there, was he?
It may be our only option.
I can probably track Fennec down for you.
Nice.
But she's not gonna hand over that information for free.
Naturally.
Obviously. His hand's still shaking.
We can't trust Fennec. Not around Omega.
Stay on Pabu and stay out of trouble.
She's not gonna stay.
See if you can convince him to get his hand looked at. Ignoring it won't make the problem go away.
I'm glad Hunter's caring for Crosshair. Damn. Is this a medical facility? It kind of looks like the one from Clone Wars. Like with the malevolence. Wow, this is on a ship? Fucking pit droid. What's he got on his head? There she is.
We tell less Fennec knows, the better.
She's gonna find out. Oh, yep. What the fuck?
We're in the middle of something here.
Don't care, Greedo. It's obviously not Greedo.
I have no business with them.
You do now.
I remember you too.
Yeah.
You're the clones who ruined one of my scores. Get out.
I thought we were making a deal.
It can wait.
Get out of here.
What kind of information can I help you with?
We hear the Empire has a bounty out for M-count targets.
Why do you want to know about that?
That's our business.
Might know someone who has.
Can you put us in touch?
No. Is it Cad Bane? He was in the trailer for this season.
You're good with demolitions and ordnance, right?
Good. I'm the best.
There's a bounty I've been trying to bring in. I'll get you what you want to know.
Deal.
I keep the payment on the bounty.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
How does your hand feel now?
Still shaking.
The same.
It may never heal 100%.
Why?
Perhaps the issue is not something physical.
Mental.
You think it's in my head?
I mean, it probably might be mental. Because he always shakes when he's, like, thinking about something. Or, like, hesitant on something, right?
We need that information.
True.
Just be ready for anything.
We made a deal. Siler Saris, the slayer of Ordo Air,
Ew. What is that?
took out a couple of top bosses for the Haxian Brood and escaped with a cache of credit.
Oh, the Haxian Brood.
Siler knows the planet like the back of his claw.
Haxian Brood's from Fallen Order, right? They had, like, bounty hunters and stuff that they sent after Cal. This planet sucks. Luckily, the ship's small enough to fit in there.
Helmets on, boys. The air here will kill you. Don't go dying on me until the job's done. I need a boat with speed, and not something that'll capsize like last time.
Last time. I'm loving seeing, like, all these new planets. Like, last episode, in episode 6, we saw planet from Clone Wars, but most of the season's been, like, new planets. I guess other than Tandas, right? What I really like about Clone Wars and Bad Batch, we just get to see a lot more planets. Is there anything in the water? Like, if the air's poison, what about the water? Like, is it acidic?
You, whatever your name is, cover
Wrecker.
us. Keep your eyes on the water.
Why? What's in the water?
That's what I said.
I'd never go in it.
I thought you said you did go in it. Didn't it capsize? We're gonna find out what's in the water. What was that?
Cut the engine.
How did Fennec not see that? That's a boat.
Mine up ahead.
How many?
I can't tell from here. You said you never go in the water.
And I'm not.
I mean, I literally just said it. They're gonna go into the water eventually.
Let's get this over.
Their masks must have, like... Oh, Jesus. There's quite a few. They must have, like, oxygen, right?
Our best option is to go around.
He won't be expecting us to disarm them, and we have the element of surprise.
It's risky.
You're the explosives expert, right?
True. I don't think he's the explosive expert when it comes to disarming shit. Mainly just blowing it up. What is she doing? God, there's a lot, though. like how we're not just focusing on, like, Becca and Hunter.
That was close.
It's either a hit or a miss.
Or death.
That's not good enough for a sniper.
Whatever they did to you on Tantus could have affected you more than you realize. You're the one who has to fix it. I have an idea, but you're gonna have to trust me.
I'm not gonna like it, am I?
True.
You don't like anything.
True. Other than sniping. How long have they been at this?
2 more to go.
Oh, that's a gator. Jesus. Oh. Jesus. Oh, it's doing the fucking death roll. Was it? It looked like it was doing the death roll. Fucking Becca. He's fighting a crocodile or alligator, whatever it is. It's a Star Wars version of it. Ooh. Jesus, jump scare. Yeah, just holy fuck.
That's why I never go in the water.
Yeah, but I mean, they came out of the water. And they jumped on board.
Currents are too cold to tell.
Maybe you guys aren't cut out for this job.
You think you could do better without us? Even Omega got away from you.
Apparently, she got away from you too.
Oof.
I didn't lose Omega.
I let her go.
I let her go when the bounty was called off. They thought Omega would be safer with you guys.
Money's not everything.
And that's because you don't have any.
Why does it have to be night? Can't fucking see.
Go check Siler's hideout.
What about you?
I'm the lookout.
She said that with a question mark. I'm the lookout? I can't see shit. It's like a hop. He's gonna get jumped. Oh! Ew. Trap. Is it like a praying mantis? Jesus. It's fast. Vaka, don't fucking... Jesus. Oh, it was just an escape.
The target went underground.
Underground?
You heard me.
Oh. Oh, now she's left the boat.
You think I'd let you slip away from me again?
Oh, wow. That wasn't enough. Jesus. Ugh. Oh, I get, is that... Jesus. Everyone's using these blades. Got it.
You were right to bring us along.
But how did they get back though when she cut the engine? I guess they just fix it.
What are we doing?
Meditating.
It's meditation.
Why did they have to go somewhere else for this?
Adjust your position and breathe.
There's no way this will work. Can't be as simple as that.
I picked it up from my friend Gunji and the other Wookiees on Kashyyyk.
Kunji.
You've missed a lot.
Yeah, all of season 2.
Close your eyes and focus.
Oh wait, that's snoring. Like, the side of his head's so fucked up. It's because of the engine shit, right? Can't believe that didn't kill him.
Pleasure doing business with you.
You promised us information.
I didn't say I had it on me.
What?
You can either fight me or trust me.
I mean, I think they'd win, probably. So we got nothing out of that. Who's her client, though?
I just finished a job with some clones. What can you tell me? I'm sure you can track them down easily enough. I'll send you what I have.
That's Ventress! That music! No, that's Ventress, dude. That music is Ventress music. What the fuck, Dave Filoni? That's got to be Ventress music, right? That sounded like her theme. And there's a reason they didn't like give us the voice either. I don't know why it was like robotic. That was kind of weird. It's gotta be, right? You know what? A part of me does want to see and listen to the Ventress theme from Clone Wars and see if it's similar, because it sounded like it at the end. You know. There, that noise. That was Ventress's theme from Clone Wars. So now let's listen to the ending of this episode.
I just finished a job with some clones.
That's Ventress, right? It's gotta be. I'm right. That's pretty wild. I mean, we know she's coming because she was in the trailer for the third season, and a part of me does think they shouldn't have shown her in the trailer, because it would have been kind of surprising to be like, oh shit, Ventress, right? I am questioning how they're going to bring her back, though, because with the Dark Disciple book, are they going to retcon some stuff? But I've said it before, I'm fine with it, because at the end of the day, her story was supposed to be finished in animation format, but it wasn't, because Clone Wars was cancelled. I consider the animation the canon version rather than the novel. Even though the Dark Disciple book is fucking good, it's still... I wish it was animated, you know? But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how Ventress comes into this, why she's here, why she knows about the M-count stuff. Is she... Like, how is she alive? Like, what's going on there? Like, is there some weird shenanigans happening? Did she ever die? Did she fake a death? I don't know. If there's anyone to fake their death, it probably would be Ventress. Because she is a witch, right? She's from Dathomir. Like, it's plausible to think that she could have just survived what happened in Dark Disciple, right? But yeah, this episode itself, overall, I'd say it's on the weaker side of the episodes this season. It was still good, but not a lot really happened other than, like, the ending stuff and, like, the shit with Crosshair, like, meditating. There's not really much else that this episode had going for it. While I don't mind that, because at the end of the day we've had fantastic episodes throughout this whole season, having an episode that isn't as strong is fine. You know, I mean, we're going to get back to the action probably next episode or the episode after that. We're not going to fuck around, you know, we've got no time for that. And the episode, I think, definitely serves its purpose, because it's got to set up the Ventress stuff and, you know, the Fennec Shan shit. And obviously we've got, you know, the setup of the bounty hunters looking for the M count, so that's going to play a role with Cad Bane showing up, right? And possibly Boba. It'd be cool to see Boba. And like I said, was it last episode I said it? Where we could see, like, the bounty hunter arc that we never saw in Clone Wars, where Boba and Cad Bane have a duel. And then we see how, like, Boba gets a dent in his helmet. But yeah, it was cool to see Fennec again. It's been a while. Obviously, the last time we saw her in chronological order would have been Season 1, right? I think we had Book of Boba Fett, though, before this season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it was Season 1 of Bad Batch, and then I think Book of Boba Fett, right? And she did show up in Mandalorian Season 3. The meditating stuff with Omega and Crosshair, it kind of makes sense, you know, Crosshair, it being a mental situation and not necessarily, like, just a physical thing. Because we don't know what he went through on Tantus, right? And the stuff with Mayday on that planet probably fuck with him quite a bit. And it's always like, when he's thinking about stuff, that's when he shakes. Like, it's definitely a mental thing. And hopefully, like, the meditation helps and stuff. Not, like, completely, but I feel like it could make him concentrate a little bit better, so his aim is better, right? Like, instead of 50%, it's like maybe 80%. I will say, though, that shot where they were meditating and you have the sun in the distance and stuff, that looked great. Also, it was pretty cool to get a mention of the Haxian Brood. And in case you don't know who they are, they're basically from the Star Wars Jedi games, where, you know, Cal Kestis in Fallen Order and in Jedi Survivor has some run-ins with, like, their bounty hunters and stuff. And I think he does get taken captive by them in the first game. So, there are decent presence in that. Obviously, this is set before Fallen Order, I think. This is probably year 1, year 2, maybe? After Revenge of the Sith. Like, it's not specifically clear when this is set in the timeline. Like, Season 3 of Bad Batch. It's got to be, like, year 1. Also, I love the fact that Vec is just picking up, like, basically an alligator and throwing it off the boat. and vesseling with it. What the fuck? But yeah, Vecca's just insane. And it does make me think, like, how unique each Bad Batch member is, now that you think about it. Like, Hunter's the tracker, right? And sometimes he's got, like, a decent shot, and he's a decent fighter. But then you've got Vecca, he's, like, the demolition expert, and he's a tank, basically. Like, he can pick up all the heavy shit. And then Crosshair, he's a sniper. Tech's the technician. And Echo's weird. Like, because Echo's like a cross between, like, he's a cyborg, but he's also like a cross between Tech, and he's a little bit of Hunter too. Honestly, it kind of sucks that we didn't get any Vex this episode though. Like, with how last episode ended, I thought Vex would kind of stick around for a bit, but it's one episode, you know. Like, I think he'd probably show up next episode or episode 10, because I do know next episode is next week, obviously. Then episode 10 and 11, I think, are coming out together. So usually when there's 2 episodes, they're going to be big ones. I could see episode 9 being a little bit slower and not a lot really happening in that, because, you know, it's just 1 episode, but the next 2 after that will be pretty big, and then the rest of the season will be huge, because obviously there's not a lot of episodes left at that point. Honestly, it'd be pretty cool if we got next episode was like a Tantus episode. I'd be fine with that. You know, we spent quite a few episodes with the Bad Batch now, and now we get to focus on what's going on Tantus with Hemlock. And we still got to know who the fuck that Shadow Trooper is. Like, there's been a lot of theories about that. I did mention it in the intro, but, like, it's Cody. I personally think it's Cody. People saying it's Tech. I can't see it being Tech. I really can't. But if it is, it is. But I just think it'd ruin the sacrifice that happened last season if it was him. Yeah, like I said, I did enjoy this episode, just a little bit weaker compared to, like, the rest of the season. Probably about on par with episode 2. You know, not like a standout for the season, but still pretty decent. You know, it wasn't terrible. It was a nice 20-minute watch, right? And we obviously got to see Fennec and a tease for Ventress, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.